Yes, I introduced myself. My name is Pallavi Dhingra and I'm an English trainer by profession. And I have been teaching online from last 10 years. I teach full-time online only and I'm from Delhi. And about my educational qualification, I'm postgraduate in English as well as TFL TESOL certified trainer. And this is all about me.
Okay, ma'am. Can you listen to me properly?
Yeah, I can hear you very well. Can you introduce yourself
Yeah.
as we are meeting for the first time?
Yes, why not? My name is Season. I am from UP. If I talk about my hobbies, so I like playing badminton, reading English books, and watching international English news channel, especially for learning some new words and sentences. If I talk about my education, so I am postgraduate in English and I have learned British and American English from foreign teachers. So it is my brief intro, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Where in UP you are from?
Uh, have you heard Ambedkar Nagar district?
Which district?
Ambedkar Nagar district.
No, I haven't heard. Nearby to what? Any other area?
Sultanpur.
Which area?
Sultanpur. Actually,
Sultan. Yes,
it
I
is not
heard.
very famous. That's why.
No, I think I heard. Actually, I'm also from UP. I got married in Delhi, but I'm actually from Bareilly.
Bareilly, yeah, I know Bareilly.
Yes, so I'm from Bareilly. I got married here in Delhi, so I'm living here for so many years, but I am actually from Bareilly. Like my birthplace is Bareilly. So we both are
Okay.
from UP only.
Yes. Of course, ma'am. Why not? So, ma'am, are you from English medium school?
Where are you from?
English medium school. I mean, did you study in English medium school?
Yes, I study in a convent school.
Okay. But I am from Hindi medium.
No problem. That's not a thing that you require to improve your English. See, I tell you something, your past cannot define your present and future. Always remember, whatever is your past, it has nothing to do with your present and future. You are the one who has the power to change your present as well as your future based on your actions. Even if you are from Hindi medium, you have the power to change yourself and improve yourself to that extent that you can say proudly, I'm from Hindi medium, still I speak English very well.
Yeah, I always say this thing. Whenever someone asks this question to me, that are you from English medium or Hindi medium? So I always say, I am from Hindi medium, no problem.
Yeah, Hindi is our mother language.
Yes, of course. But sometimes it becomes tough for us to understand and speak. I mean, since we do not have good environment of English here, especially in our state, that's why we have to travel a lot if we think about learning this language.
See, I just bring a bit of focus over here. It is more than outer environment. It is all about inner environment. Suppose if you have inner environment for learning English, so your outer environment, if you do not have, because you cannot force the people to speak in English. Yeah, but you can create the inner environment for yourself. So how you can create the inner environment? By thinking in English all the time. So if you will be thinking in English, whatever you do from morning till night, so you are creating inner environment and your thoughts are going in English. The input is in English, so the output will be English. But if the input is Hindi, like all the time you're thinking, abhi main ye kar raha hu, fir main ye kar lunga, whatever. So the output will be Hindi only, not English very well. So you need to create inner environment for yourself.
Yeah, I think I have done it too, and this is the result of that thing. Like
Mhm.
listening to English cartoons and international news channels and all these things. And I think listening is also very important because we can learn new words, sentences, and we can understand.
Yes, listening plays a very important role. Also, you can say, see, if you will ask about me, also, I do not have that much of environment. My parents never speak in English. So, nobody in my place we used to speak in English. So, it is about your inner desire. Like you also said, like you being a student of Hindi medium, you put in all your best efforts to speak. So, it also depends on your desire to how how much you want your desire to be fulfilled.
Yeah. And it was my, I can say, it was my desire to, or it was my goal, you can say, that I wanted to
Okay.
learn this language.
So what all things you have done to improve your English? Like you are from Hindi medium, so a person who is from Hindi medium, so what all things they can try to get good results according to you?
Actually, if I talk about my journey of learning this language, so I started it around 6 years ago. And at that time, when I was nothing in this language, then I bought some books, English speaking books. So after that, I started learning some small sentences that were given there in the books. So I learned the sentences like how to talk with someone if you're going to meet on the way or at the station, bus stop, in his hospital, college, or hostel, all these kind of places, in the wedding party. If you're going to meet someone in these kind of places, so how we have to speak. So these kind of sentences were already given there. I learned all those things. And then I started practicing alone because I had no friends, no environment with whom I could practice. So I started speaking myself by going to the forest because it was a very good kind of place. I think there was no one to disturb me. And later I realized this thing that somebody told me about this thing that you mispronounce the words whenever I used to speak at that time. So I used to make a lot of mistakes. So there was a problem in my pronunciation. And after that, I started searching some videos related to pronunciation. And then I came in the contact with some foreign teachers. They were the teacher who was from Los Angeles, America. And that teacher is a standard American English trainer and from Los Angeles. And a lot of people, celebrities or the student, I mean, son and daughters of businessmen, I mean, very rich people, they go there for learning English, American English from the teacher. So I came in contact with the teacher, and the teacher recommended us for buying some books and dictionaries that are widely accepted. And according to that, I was also recommended. So I bought some dictionaries, and they were really, very thick. You can see 2,000 pages. They were very, very thick for me, but I studied all those dictionaries, one word, single word, and pronunciation of all the words. As you'd be aware of this thing that the pronunciation of all the words are given in IPA, right? So it was very tough for me because I did not know anything. There was no Hindi word in Oxford, Cambridge, Merriam-Webster, all these kind of dictionaries. So it was very tough for me, but I kept on watching the videos of the teacher. And when I understood the meaning of the symbols, IPA, then after that I started understanding the meaning. That now if I have to understand the meaning of any kind of word, then I can understand this thing by saying that that is given in between two slashes. So after that, I could improve this thing to a great extent, and from there I learned some accents, how to speak in different ways. Like when Americans speak, what are you doing here? Where would you like to go from here? Or if I have to say something like that, I mean, so how can I understand these kind of things and how Japanese people speak, how French people speak, how German people speak, what kind of mistakes they make, and Chinese people in the same way, uh, Portuguese, the people from Portugal, how they speak and what kind of mistakes they make. So all these kind of things I came to know from all those books and the teachers. So yeah, man, I think now I can speak to some extent, and it is good. I think.
Yeah, it is good. You should appreciate. Don't doubt yourself. You are speaking very well. You know, the way you say here, it seems like, oh, wow, American accent was there when you said
Yeah,
the
man.
word
Actually, I
here.
actually I know these rules, how to speak these kind of things. Like wonderful, work, task. They were dancing there,
Wow,
and all.
really mesmerizing, I must say.
Yeah, and British, how Britishers speak, how Scottish people speak, how I mean, there are many ways of speaking. Like water. Can you give me a glass of water? Water, please. Like this, Americans speak.
Okay, so you practice by watching their videos.
Yeah, by watching the videos of that trainer, as I told you, and yeah. So man, after that, I became capable of understanding world level English. Whenever Donald Trump speaks, or some other great leader, businessman, whosoever speaks, at that time, I can understand them. When I read all these things after that, I got this much capability that I could understand them. Whenever Charles III, the King of England at present, whenever he speaks, I can understand him well.
Wow, really amazing and appreciable.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Hmm.
Because ma'am, what happens sometimes it is very tough for the people to understand it, right? Actually, normally it is very tough for us to understand foreigners, right? But if we know the rules according to which they speak, so it is very easy.
Yes,
Like
you are.
should I give you an example?
Yes, please give me. I would be happy to know that and happy to hear as well.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you about Korean people. People from Korea, how they speak. So there is, as we have fa sound, F, family, friends, fan, like this, fa sound, F. As we have fa sound in English, but these Korean people do not have this fa sound in their Korean language. That's why it is very tough for them to speak this sound. Whenever they have to speak for, F-O-U-R, for, like this. So at that time, they cannot speak this fa sound since it is not there in their Korean language. So they replace this fa sound with fa sound, like P. So instead of say using fa, they use fa sound. So when they have to say four, like four, so they say four, and the meaning is changed because
Okay.
four, when we say four, four means four, number four, and when we say four means
Yeah,
Pour. Four means
yeah, to put
to put
water.
something into something else. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So these kind of mistakes that they make and they speak in this way. It is a simple rule. Actually, there are many rules according to which they speak and what kind of mistakes they make. And in
Mm-hmm.
the same way, Chinese people, in the same way, Chinese people and French people, if I say, like, whenever H is given in the beginning of the word, at that time, French people cannot speak it properly. So they tend to remove it. Like if they have to say Harry Potter, like H is given in the beginning, Harry, then Potter, right? So they will say Harry Potter, and not Harry Potter, like this. Or
Wow, I
happy,
just
so happy.
appreciate you a lot. I never heard these things. Rather, it is good and new for me as well, though I've been teaching for so long, but I do not know these things, honestly, telling you about what you are saying about the Chinese silent words or how like Korean people speak. I never investigated it to that extent.
Actually, ma'am, I was very curious to know about these things. It was very tough for me to understand foreigners. So I studied all these things from the books, as I told you, from American books, and then I came to know about these things. And I know about these things, as I told you, about many countries, how people from particular countries speak. And there's one more interesting thing that I would like to tell you if you want to know from Portugal. Ma'am? So Portugal, whenever a word ends with L sound, right? So at that time, they cannot, it is not very easy for them to speak. So they change this L sound in wa sound, into wa sound. It means la becomes wa. So whenever they have to say, go to hell, as we say, go to hell, bloody fool, like this. So whenever they have to say, go to hell, they say, go to hell, and not go to hell.
Okay. Wow, so many interesting things you told me today. Thank you so much.
Most welcome, ma'am. You are always welcome. So, ma'am, since when have you been teaching?
I have been teaching for 10 years.
Oh gosh, you have good experience of English, I think.
Yeah, I before Corona, I only have students from outside India. Yes, most of them are NRIs, and after Corona, I have like lot of students from India as well.
Okay, so do you teach online or offline?
Only online, no offline classes
Okay.
because online
Have
teaching is more convenient.
yeah, it's easy. Actually, we have not to manage the students in the classroom that do not
Yeah,
make noise, this
also
and that.
it saves your travel time as well, and one could be flexible with the timings and schedule because some students I even take my classes at 9:30, 10 in the night as well. So this won't be possible with offline classes.
Yeah, ma'am. It's okay. So, have you ever taught in college or school?
No, I never.
Never.
No, I
Ma'am,
never taught in college or school.
was this your dream work? I mean, that you are doing at present.
I
Did you
tell
want
you,
to do?
started teaching. I never know that I would be teaching English. It just happened all by chance. And if you would ask me how, then it's a long story. You can go on my channel and watch the video. My story, that would be the title, or how I improve my English. I'm not sure. Like, I will put in over here. So that I never thought that I will be a trainer, but now, yes, I want to be a trainer in the future as well. And I want to like deliver my training to a lot of people so that they can improve their English. Not only English, now I cover personality development like life coaching, improving their mindset. Because if your mind is already cluttered with anything and your mind is full, you cannot take what I'm teaching. So now I cover all these areas along with my teaching. So not just English, I teach like overall personality grooming. And you know, when somebody improves through your teaching, it really gives immense happiness when they just comes up to you and they say yes, it has a great impact on their life. So I feel it gives me inner happiness and satisfaction. Yes, obviously money is the like encouraging source for anything you do, but apart from money also, when somebody appreciates and they say yes, they really could improve through my teaching, that's give me immense happiness and satisfaction. So I want to grow more and more in that, and I want to deliver my training to a lot of people. And also I'm planning to like make some courses, so the people, those who cannot, sometimes due to times constraint, I also say no to a lot of people for the classes. So a lot of like more and more people can take my training. I'm planning actually for 1 to 2 years, but I haven't done yet. That I have to design my course and I will record, and I will be having a recorded course. So just because of my classes, I do not get time. Also, I won't say not just my classes. I do not have that much of strong desire for it, because if I would have the desire, I would have done till now.
Yeah, ma'am. So, do you teach alone or you have some more teachers for teaching?
No, I have my company by the name of Lingua Franca English Language, and where I'm the only person where whom I teach and I deliver the classes. I do not have like any other trainers, because this I have seen over here in India, like somebody else talk to you over the call and somebody else gives the training. So I don't do this. If I talk to the student directly, I only give the training.
Yeah, yeah, it happens. Generally, it is seen. Even I have seen these kind of things. In the beginning, someone else is teaching, and later some other person comes and starts teaching. So these things
Yeah,
happen.
I don't do this. Like I just talk to the students directly, and then I deliver my classes.
Ma'am, have you ever visited foreign
Yeah,
countries?
obviously, I'm a certified trainer from Scotland to teach international students English whose native language is not English, like our native language is not English. So I'm a certified person to teach non-native speakers.
Okay.
So I even taught in China before Corona, but I came back luckily before Corona. So I was there. Even I have been to Vietnam, and just like two places I taught in China and Vietnam.
Okay, you have good experience of meeting a lot of people from different countries.
Yes, and online I teach like people from Japan and a lot of like Dubai, Singapore, US, Australia, UK. So all the countries I have students.
Good, ma'am. You are doing a very good job because this is a language that is very important for all the people, I think, around the globe, in the entire world.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so now before we end up the session, any one takeaway that you want to give, that you say, yes, you do this and surely your English will be improved.
Actually, ma'am, I think there is no short trick. So, I mean, trick for learning this thing because I have already given a lot of time. So, how can I say this thing that if someone does this thing? So, yeah, well, but I think if somebody has good environment, like where people speak in English, at that time, it is not very tough work for that person to learn English. If anyone wants, so he can learn. Otherwise, till now, I do not have any trick, especially for this thing.
Okay, all right. I suggest something. I just wonder, I have seen a lot of people, those who have the desire to learn, they do it for 1 month, 2 months, and till that time, their mind start to change, their mind start getting into the thing. things, they leave it and they say it's not my cup of tea. So according to me, consistency is something very important. And as you mentioned, there is no shortcut. Yes, there is no shortcut to learn a language. You need to give at least 7 to 8 months or minimum a 6 months to improve your English. So this is what I suggest.
And ma'am, even some people came to me, my friends, and some other people came to me. They were asking about this thing, that how did you learn this thing? And we want to learn it. So what should we do now? I told them that you should try to practice whatever you know. You should start with that. But yeah, do speak every day. It is very important. So they started
Yes.
doing that. They did it for 1 day or 2 days. After that, they said that, oh yeah, it is very tough, very boring. We cannot do this thing. So
Yeah,
it's never possible, I
right.
think.
Yes, many people they do this. They have the desire to learning English. It's not that they don't want to learn. They want to learn, but they will not put in the effort. So consistency is important, being patient is important, and surely anybody can speak English. It's not rocket science. Okay, so it
Uh,
was really lovely connecting to you. And I wish you luck. And I'm so happy and glad that even I got a lot of insight from you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Okay, we will connect some other time. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, sure. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.